Hey everyone, and welcome to another lab intro. Today's lab is determining the percentage of oxygen in the atmosphere. So for this lab, let me start by showing you the materials. For the lab, you're going to need a shallow dish, a test tube holder, a 10 milliliter graduated cylinder. Notice it's laying on its side when not being used. A candle, test tube, Sharpie, lighter, and some water. Step one, we need to fix the candle to the bottom of the dish. And we're going to do that by using hot wax. So we're going to light our candle, let it burn for a second. Notice how I'm holding it like this. Now we're heating the wax. And we're going to get a couple drops, blow out the candle, and then stick the candle into the wax until the wax cools. Next, we're going to add some water. So, the full cup of water. Now we need to determine the volume of the test tube. So, ideally, we're trying to find out the volume of air in a test tube. But to do this, we're going to use water to make this measurement. So take our graduated cylinder, fill it up with water. Probably should have done this before we added the water down here. And add it to it until we completely fill up the test tube with water. Record that volume in your data tape. The next step, we're gonna light the candle, and then we're gonna quickly invert the test tube over the candle so that it goes below the water surface, the top of the test tube. And as that candle goes out, because it's using up all the oxygen, water is going to rise up into the test tube to replace that oxygen that was burned. Then you're going to mark with a Sharpie on the test tube the level of the water. There you go. You see how easy that was? Right there is the level of the water. So we're going to take our Sharpie, we're going to mark it, take it out. Now, the water came up from here to that mark. So we need to find the volume of this part of the test tube. We know the whole volume, and if we use the graduated cylinder and determine the volume from here to there, we can subtract that from the whole volume to get this volume. With a little calculation, you can come up with the percentage of oxygen in the air. We can compare that against the actual concentration in the air, which is 21%. Therefore, you can also find the percent error. So a little bit on the how-to for today's lab. Thanks for watching. Also remember to pour the water back into the cup out of this shallow dish when you're done.